Willie Mays was more than one of baseball's all-time greats. He was a phenomenon who redefined the sport. From his early ascent to stardom to accumulating legendary achievements at the plate, Willie Mays was the last surviving member of the iconic superstar class that characterized baseball's self-proclaimed golden age. This elite group included legends such as Mickey Mantle, Ted Williams, Jackie Robinson, and Hank Aaron, all who have passed away before him. Living a full life and recently passing away on June 18, 2024 at 93 years old, Willie's passing marks the end of an entire era in baseball history and leaves a profound void in the sport. His influence and legacy spanned generations, defining what it meant to be a true legend of the game. Join me on a journey through the iconic life and memorable achievements of Willie Howard Mays, the legend who forever changed the game of baseball. Willie Mays' story begins on May 6, 1931, in Westfield, Alabama. Born to Cat Mays, a talented baseball player in the local Iron Plants black team, and Annie Satterwhite, a high school basketball and track star, Willie was destined for athletic greatness. His father exposed him to baseball at an early age, letting him sit on the bench with his Birmingham Industrial League team at 10 years old. His admiration for players like Joe DiMaggio, Ted Williams, and Stan Musial fueled his passion for the sport. In high school, Mays excelled in multiple sports, such as basketball and football, before ultimately focusing on baseball. Nicknamed the Say Hey Kid, Mays' professional career began at just 16 years old with the Birmingham Black Barons in the segregated Negro Southern League. While his father supported his ambition to become a professional ball player, he insisted Willie finish high school. Consequently, Mays played only home games during his first year with the Barons to avoid missing school. Major league teams were eager to sign him, but they waited until he graduated in 1950. The Boston Braves and Brooklyn Dodgers scouted him, but New York Giants scout Eddie Montag signed him to a $4,000 contract. Mays spent the rest of 1950 with the Class B Trenton Giants of the Interstate League, batting .353, and then with the AAA Minneapolis Millers in 1951, where he batted an astounding .477 in just 35 games. Contrary to expectations, Mays initially faced challenges in the majors, going hitless in his first 12 at-bats. However, Giants manager Leo Durocher maintained faith in his young center fielder, and Mays quickly proved himself worthy. In true Willie fashion, he ended his hitless streak with a staggering home run that sailed over the left field roof. Mays quickly adapted to major league pitching, hitting another 19 home runs before the season ended. His batting average soared over 300, and though he finished the season with a .274 average, 68 RBIs, and 20 home runs, among the lowest totals of his career, he still won the National League Rookie of the Year award. Willie's spectacular defense and strong throwing arm were also instrumental in several important Giants victories, and would make headlines for years to come. In his first season, he made one of the most astonishing catches, racing across the field to stop a 470-foot drive with his bare hand against the Pittsburgh Pirates. The Giants would end up winning the National League pennant that year. Willie's promising career was briefly interrupted soon after the 1951 season ended when he was drafted into the Army. His absence was significantly felt as his team failed to win the pennant during the 2 seasons he was away. However, his return in 1954 marked an explosive comeback. Leading the Giants to the World Series, Mays batted .450 with 25 RBIs and became the first player to hit 30 home runs before the All-Star game. He won the team's first batting title since 1930 and also secured the National League Most Valuable Player award. The 1954 series is best remembered for the catch Willie Mays pulled off. This over-the-shoulder running grab of a long drive off the bat of Vic Wertz, about 425 feet from home plate, at the Polo Grounds during the 8th inning of Game 1, prevented 2 runners from scoring, preserving a tie game. It was a moment to remember. Even Larry Schwartz of ESPN remarked that of all the catches Mays made, it is regarded as his greatest. The Giants ended up winning the series in 4 straight games. Joe DiMaggio, the former Yankee Clipper, once acclaimed Willie Mays as possessing the greatest throwing arm in baseball, a reputation Mays consistently upheld through his performances. Mays' 7,095 putouts stand as an all-time record for an outfielder, but he also excelled as a hitter. With a career batting average of .302, Mays drove in more than 100 runs a year for 8 consecutive years, and his 660 home runs placed him 6th on the all-time home run list. The 1957 season marked the inception of the Gold Glove Awards, and Willie became the 4th player in Major League history to join the 20-20-20 club, referring to doubles, triples, and home runs. He also stole 38 bases, making him the 2nd club member to steal at least 20 bases, securing his 2nd straight 30-30 club season. Throughout his career, Mays won the Gold Glove Award 12 times and was named the National League's most valuable player in both 1954 and 1965. In 1958, the Giants moved from New York to San Francisco, becoming the first Major League Baseball team to play on the West Coast. In 1959, he batted .313 with 34 home runs and 113 RBIs, leading the league in stolen bases for the 4th consecutive year. In 1962, he led the Giants to another pennant victory and became team captain in 1964. Before the 1963 season, Mays signed a contract worth a record-setting $105,000 per season. In 1966, the Giants signed him to a new contract, making him, for a time, the highest-paid player in the history of the game. Mays won his 4th and final NL Player of the Month award in August 1965, batting .363 with 17 home runs and 29 RBIs. On September 13th, he hit his 500th career home run off Don Notabart, becoming the 5th player to reach that milestone. The Sporting News named Mays the 1960s Player of the Decade in January 1970. Willie Mays concluded his legendary career in 1973 with his final home run, the 660th of his career, against Don Gullett of the Cincinnati Reds. Throughout his illustrious tenure, Mays set numerous All-Star Game records, including most at-bats, hits, runs scored, and stolen bases. He stands shoulder to shoulder with baseball icons like Stan Musial and Babe Ruth for most extra base hits and total bases. And he remains among the leaders for most triples in All-Star Game history. Mays is also distinguished as the only player with over 300 home runs, 300 stolen bases, 3,000 hits, and a lifetime 300 batting average. Remarkable milestones in baseball history, and in 1979, Mays rightfully earned induction into the Baseball Hall of Fame. Sports writer Joe Posnanski described Willie Mays as a player who excelled in almost every aspect of the game. While he may not have been the absolute best in every single category, Mays was consistently among the elite. His all-around skills as a fielder, hitter, and base runner combined to make him arguably the most complete player in baseball history. In 1986, Willie Mays returned to the San Francisco Giants organization as a special assistant to the club president, a role made a lifetime appointment in 1993. Beyond his Hall of Fame career, Mays also became the godfather of Barry Bonds. Mays and Barry's father, Bobby Bonds, were teammates on the San Francisco Giants, leading to Mays mentoring and training a young Barry Bonds. As a tribute to his godfather, Barry wore number 24, Mays' famous jersey number, during his first 7 major league seasons with the Pittsburgh Pirates. Though Mays' 660 career home runs were eventually surpassed by his godson, who hit 762 career home runs, marking a proud godfather-son moment. Willie Mays is undoubtedly a legend whose impact on baseball transcends generations. His incredible skills both at the plate and in the field set a standard that few have matched. Mays not only redefined the game with his athleticism and passion for the game, but also inspired countless fans and players alike. His legacy as one of the greatest to ever play the sport will indeed live on forever. If you enjoyed this story about Willie Mays, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more moments in baseball history. Until next time.